This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google IvyPanda Free Essays.
The assignment was to read the business report example and consider its strong and weak features according to the formal structure and requirements for writing a business report. Therefore, the paper is divided into two sections to reflect on the positive and negative characteristics. Also, a conclusion will be provided. Strengths of the business report. When reading a business report, attention should be paid primarily to the structure. In this particular example, the paper follows the conventional scheme since it provides all the necessary parts, such as a memorandum, executive summary, conclusions and recommendations, discussion of the findings, and references. The aim of the report is set clearly, and the structural parts implement their function. Another point of consideration is the report's language, which includes suitable vocabulary, clear sentence structure, and a general formal tone of the paper. The research under discussion meets those requirements, as there is no slang or colloquial lexicon, and excessively long and unnecessarily wordy constructions are absent as well. The report is written in a neutral and informative tone, which is most appropriate for such papers. Also, proper targeting of the business report is an essential quality. The paper under analysis is written with a distinct understanding of its audience. Since the research suggests the solution for the most efficient purchase of the company's equipment, the report is primarily addressed to the general manager, but it could also be useful for the workers of the purchasing department. Weaknesses of the business report. However, critical reading of the report under analysis reveals its weak and underwritten parts. Even though the formal structure is appropriately observed, the content appears poorly elaborated. Some of the report's structural divisions are not developed enough, some of them are merely skeletal. It is important to notice that even though all the necessary parts are not omitted, their logical flow could be better organized. It primarily relates to the author's decision to use the inductive approach to place conclusions and recommendations at the end of the report. However, the deductive method would benefit the understanding of the research. Another remark on the quality of content should be made. Alongside the structural parts, elaborated to a relatively small degree, the study's materials also leave much to be desired since only two PC models are compared. The report could use at least another option for comparison. Besides, those two models are analyzed based on a single source, which should also be considered a weakness of the research. The next criterion is less critical, but it should still be mentioned. The use of white space and the visual representation of the paper, in general, also do not precisely follow the formal requirements for the business report. The chosen font and its size are not very suitable for reading because they are relatively small, which makes them uncomfortable to read. Conclusion. The research under consideration was adequately analyzed according to the formal standards of writing business reports. Thus, the strengths and weaknesses of it were detected and discussed. In conclusion, one could say that this paper is still an example of efficient research because it somehow offers a solution for the problem and follows the standards of the formal structure. However, the report has its flaws, which impede the understanding and reduce its efficiency to a distinct degree. If you want to find more works like this case study on strengths and weaknesses of the business report, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects.